Q Washers, eBay and YouTube. So what I've simply got here is what we normally do when we're setting up a customer with all the accessories and everything else. Try to keep them all the same so it's easy to work with. Means that most of the time what you've simply got here is there's your quick release that goes onto that's the T-mat. What I simply do is put an isolation ball valve in. That can be used with a pencil nozzle or a brass soap jet to rinse down with. The pencil nozzle, that's there to reach high reach places, so that's got 0 degrees, so it gives you high intensity at a high distance. That can be plugged straight into the isolation ball valve. So if you're working that day with different accessories and everything else, you'd use your isolation ball valve. That would plug straight into the hose, high pressure hose. You would then plug it into your gun or the other gun. If you're not using different accessories that day and just using these sort of ends, vario nozzle, turbo nozzle or a standard end, that item does not need to be used. Just plug that straight in to the quick release on the trigger itself. Same again, easy as possible. Now when you're working, most of the time you only need one gun, but sometimes you need the other gun. So 90% of the work is done with this type of stuff and the rotary patio cleaners, like surface cleaners. So at that stage you'd use that with the system. But there's certain times that probably 10% of the work, sometimes you might do a bit of drain jetting, snow foaming, so you can foam down the area that you're working on. And that's what you'd have a gun there with screw fittings in. So that's a screw fitting one. And that is probably only used 10% of the time. So instead of having loads of guns and lances and different things, if you wanted a different lance, what you could do is actually screw the lance, long 2-meter lance, into that section there, using the ends that you've already got off this accessories in the end of it. Save you having loads and loads of equipment and wasting money. So like I say, that's how we normally set up all our equipment. So you've simply got your rinse nozzle, so when you're finishing off you can put that into the ball valve, walk around to rinse down. Sometimes you might want a stubborn area, and what you've simply got there is a pencil nozzle, 0 degree angle, and it will reach high reach places. Thank you very much. Q Services, Q Washers, eBay and YouTube. All this hose, 400 bar rated, 2 wires. That's what you've got to watch out for in the marketplace. People selling stuff that is not what it says it is, and this is not just sold and bought on price. Thank you very much. Q Washers, eBay and YouTube.